Good morning. I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching. It is appreciated. The Telegraph has reported over the past few days that the American president sent a delegation over to the United Kingdom back in March. He sent officials to meet with pro-life activists over concerns that their freedom of speech has been threatened, according to the Telegraph. A bit more on the article. The latest effort by US officials to police free speech in the UK when diplomats from the US Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights and Labour travelled to London in March. The delegation was there to affirm the importance of freedom of expression in the United Kingdom and across the continent at large, according to the Telegraph. Led by Samuel Sampson, the senior advisor of the State Department, the group met with officials from the Foreign Office and challenged Ofcom over the Online Safety Act, which is thought to be a point of contention for Trump ally Elon Musk. During the trip, the delegation met with Isabel Vaughan-Spruce, Rose Doherty, Adam Smith-Connor, Livia Tosi-Bolt and Father Sean Goff, a Catholic priest, who described their experiences of being detained while silently praying outside abortion clinics. So praying for the unborn. As a man of faith, as a man of conviction, I'm pro-life, but I'm also pro-choice. You should only be having that type of relations that can end in pregnancy with people that would be good parents to your children. That's my honest opinion on the matter. Do what you want, but certain acts have consequences, and you need to think of the consequences of your actions. So these buffer zones outside of abortion clinics, they shouldn't be there, in my opinion. That's just my view. Obviously, your mileage may vary on that point. But more to the point with the free speech, this is the issue that we've got. The police are wasting their time on stupid things that nobody really gives two hoots about. And this is because of the regime that we're currently under, the Blurite regime. It's a method of control. All they want to do is keep you in your corner, keep you in your box, and they don't want you being a voice of dissent, especially not one who's potentially going to become influential. One of the reasons I started my channel was so I can vent my spleen on things that I feel are important and necessary and need attention. In my opinion, Lucy Connolly should not be in prison. She was wrongly advised. She was correctly convicted based on faulty legal advice, and that would have been the basis for the appeal. She was jailed to send a message. She was jailed to make a point that if you step out of line, if you step out of your designation in life, this is what they have in store for you. What I'd say finally is that the police should be focusing on actual harm, actual crimes, actual things that people care about. How many people get property stolen every day? How many people get their car stolen? How many people are actually seriously harmed? How many of these crimes are not actually being investigated? How many of these crimes don't actually have a case resolution because they don't bother? They're too indoctrinated by the College of Policing, and all they do is search online for what they probably see as easy convictions. The issue with the Communications Act, the Online Safety Act, Equalities Act, and even the Basic Relations Act back in the 60s is it's all about perceived wrongdoing rather than actual wrongdoing. There should be an objective measure if you're going to be arrested for a crime. It can't be a case of, well, I feel unsafe because of what they said. It shouldn't be anything of the sort. The police are well out of the depth with all of this stuff. I know my rights. I'm making this video to make sure people know their rights. Common law reigns supreme. If you feel that you've not done anything wrong, you've got nothing to worry about. It's the burden of proof is always on the state, the Crown, to prove guilt. Always remember that in criminal cases. It's different in civil matter. There's a lower threshold for burden of responsibility on that in those actual cases. But It's greatly embarrassing in my view that the American president is trifling with things like this. It's embarrassing for our country. It's embarrassing for the English-speaking world that the father nation or the mother nation of the Anglosphere has a former colony telling us how to run our country because of the authoritarian tendencies of the Blairite regime. Change the colour of the tie, red or blue, and you get the same results. You get more and more infringements on our freedom to speak freely, have an open discourse and an honest debate. Comment below if you think I'm onto something with this. Charlie Kirk is a good chap from America, came over to Britain recently, and he actually had an interview with Ben Leo on GB News. He's mentioned he's going to bring the Lucy Connolly case to the State Department to see what can be done. I previously stated she shouldn't be in prison, she was wrongly advised, and I've also previously stated that the appeal should have been looked at. It's gonna be interesting to see what comes out of this. It's going to be very interesting because Trump could be going down the tariff and punitive charges to the British regime if they don't get the houses in order. If you like this video, if you like what I'm saying, if you think I have a point, make me aware, comment below and let me know. As always, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. You have a pleasant day. Thank you.